Hey, deserving listeners, 90 Day Fiancé, let's watch. As I always say, everything that I say when I'm doing these reaction videos is completely speculative based on very little information that the show is providing. Let's watch.
So it really hurt me, the fact that my opinion didn't count in the situation, in the decision making. And the reaction I did, it's kind of childish. That's why I just want to apologize for the way I treated you right after your surgery,
Okay, so that's interesting. I didn't know that. That I knew that he wasn't enthusiastic about her surgery. I think mostly because he was worried about her health, and it was a lot of money. And since they're married, it's their money, it's their joint money. But, she should be allowed to do what she needs to do regarding her own body. But, it is their money anyway. So he was upset about it, and instead of communicating with her, he essentially ghosted her. That's what he's admitting to right now. Okay, that's not good. But does the reaction, is that commensurate with what he did? I mean, you can all make the call on that one, I guess.
Michael keeps acting like I had some choice about getting my surgeries, and he had no say. That's not how it is. This is about my health. Michael, it wasn't that you were opinionated, it didn't matter. I would have died, I really believe that, because I couldn't hardly breathe with my breast, and my weight was getting bigger.
Right. So if it was important for her health, then obviously it's worth the expense. But, they could have talked about it more instead of the way they typically talk about things where she barks at him and he agrees even though he isn't really agreeing on the inside. And there is the ongoing issue of him wanting to have a child, and at least for the two of them, they're perceiving money to be attached to that given the technologies that they have to spend for in order to have a child. So, I get it. And Angela is completely justified in taking care of herself in the way that she needs to, of course. But, okay, so he apologized. He took full responsibility. I was upset. And I'm sorry about that, and I didn't call you around the time of the surgery, and that was wrong of me. I'm sorry. All right, now let's see if she can apologize for what she did.
Tell me it's going to be okay. Till this phone call right here, I've lost 70 pounds, and you haven't once said, oh, you're looking pretty. Oh, God, that's an accomplishment. You're doing a good job. Keep it up, baby. You make me feel like, sure.
I understand you.
Okay, good. This is in the direction of healthy communication. They could have said this, she could have had this tone from the beginning. But so when I see positive communication, she's saying, essentially, I feel hurt. I feel like you don't care. She's saying it in a calm voice. She's letting him respond. So, that's good. It could have been like this from the beginning, though, right?
And sure, all what you're doing, I love you so much, okay?
I love you. I still love you, but I just hope you mean what you say, because every time you say you mean something, you showed me different. Actions are bigger than words to me.
Okay. There's a bit of a dominant vibe to this conversation as well. That is, okay, you have to prove yourself to me, and what does that mean exactly? Because what I would prefer them to say is, oh, well, so it sounds like you had feelings, Michael, that you didn't feel like you could communicate to me. Maybe we should talk about that. Instead of, you better watch out, and you better mind your manners, and you better behave according to my dictate, or else. This is the dominant message that has been given to him from the beginning. And I'm still waiting for her to apologize for all of the name calling, all of the yelling, breaking up with him several times, blocking him on the phone, not letting him talk, being aggressive with him. I think that deserves an apology as well, particularly given what the problem was, in my opinion.
It's great that Michael apologized and all, but he's got to prove to me that he meant it, and it come from here. So he needs to make a big effort to show me he's there for me and show me support.
So I don't know about them. I can never know about these people, but I will tell you about the cycle of abuse that I have observed in my office clinically. One of the elements is to be sure of yourself as the abuser oftentimes takes on a very self-assuredness point of view of I'm right, I'm always right, you're always wrong, you're stupid, I'm smart, I'm capable, you're incapable, and you better watch your step, you better watch out, or else I'm going to do X, Y, and Z. And you never apologize, because if you apologize, then you're giving up some power. And I want to be clear that my conceptualization of a lot of these people that do these kinds of abusive behaviors are coming from a place of they've been brainwashed that they're entitled according to gender or something, or their nationality, I suppose. And they've had tremendous feelings of inferiority growing up. And so they're coming out swinging because they feel like they need to assert themselves, and or they feel like they need to do this to retain attachments. They feel like people are going to reject them or abandon them, and they have overcompensated by believing the only way they can have an attachment is through high control. So oftentimes it's a effort to get their needs met through a very destructive method. So one of the elements is when things start to calm down and the two, the abuser and the abusee are starting to equalize again, the abuser will say things along these lines of, well, you better watch it, because you step out of line, then you're going to get you're going to get the bull. The bull is just going to run right over you, and you're going to get abused like you were before. So you better watch it. It's never like, maybe we should talk about the way that we talk to each other. I'm sorry for being so mean to you. I was hurt, which is justifiable, but I wasn't justified in abusing you that whole time. That's not the type of conversation that they're having right now.
See. Oh my goodness. What is that?
You like that?
Yeah, I want some more. What are you sitting down for? Pop your penis. Oh, there you go. Now that's my baby. I wish I could fly back to Nigeria right now. My clitoris is on fire.
Okay, so I want to promote sex positivity for sure. We do not want to shame people. They are having communication of a sexual nature. And presumably all these couples are doing things. They don't have to have it on the show. It's fine they're doing it. I want them to do it. It's great they're doing it. Everyone, well, not everyone, but a lot of people do it. It's just, does it have to be on camera? But it's entertaining. All right, well, that does it for that episode of Psychology in Seattle. As you know, I often will ask everyone to become a patron of the podcast. And it's sincere. When people become patrons of the podcast, it literally makes it so that I can do this content so often. So thank you for the people who already have become patrons. It essentially makes it so that I can take time away from my job and spend time on this YouTube channel. So if you haven't already and you've been thinking about it, just click the link below or go to patreon.com on your phone and become a patron of the podcast. It'd be really great if you could do that. And also, if you could do that, do annual, because it's easier and you get a discount, but it's easier for us as well. And everyone out there, please take care of yourself, because you deserve it. You really, really do.